Welcome to Module 4, Part 1. Network Security. I'm A.K. Ashokan. In the network security part, we are going to touch upon the OSI and TCP/IP model, the IP addressing scheme, routing and switching, and what is network address translation, traffic filtering using a firewall, types of firewall, and the demilitarized zone. First of all, this is not a study on networking at length. What is required for understanding the cybersecurity concepts only will be covered in this module. If you would like to understand networks and its configurations, please watch my videos on computer networks. OSI and TCP/IP model. This picture says the OSI model and the TCP/IP model. OSI basic reference model is a layered model which is introduced by the ISO. ISO is International Organization for Standardization. OSI is Open System Interconnection. So these 7 layers are the application, presentation, session, transport, network, data link, and physical. These are the 7 different layers under the OSI reference model. Every layer has numbers. Physical layer is 1, data layer is 2, this network layer is 3, transport is 4th layer, and session is 5th layer, presentation is the 6th layer, and application is the 7th layer. These layer numbers are important as the layer numbers are directly connected with the functionality of the respective layer. For example, layer 3, the functionality is routing. Routing means packet forwarding. Router is a device, routing is the functionality. So the number is directly connected to the functionality. And the application presentation session, the data is known as data. When it comes to the transport layer, it is segments. Because the transport layer TCP can segment the data, so it is called segments. When it is given down to the network layer, it's known as packets. And again, when it comes to the data link layer, it is frames. And in the physical layer, it's bits. If you take the TCP/IP model, the application presentation session, these 3 layers together is known as the application layer. And the transport layer is known as transport layer, otherwise known as end-to-end layer. End-to-end layer. At the internet layer, it is packets. In the TCP/IP model, it is internet layer, layer 3, whereas in the OSI reference model, we call it network layer. So in documents, you will see the network layer or internet layer interchangeably used by people, but it is at layer 3, the functionality is routing there. And the data link and physical layer combined together is known as network access layer or network interface layer in the TCP/IP model. Hence, in the TCP/IP, there are 4 different layers, whereas in the OSI reference model, there are 7 different layers. IP addressing scheme. In the IP addressing scheme, there is class A, class B, class C, class D, and class E. Both are not explained here. Class D is for multicasting, class E is for the future research. In class A, any IP address which is starting from 1 to 126, which means 1.8.10.50.60.115.125. So when it starts like that, it belongs to class A. Class B starts from 128 till 191. Any IP address which is starting from 128 till 191. Examples are 128.130.140.180. All that belongs to class B. Class C is 192.223. So any IP address which is starting from, for example, if there is an IP address 200, 200, 200, 200, that means it belongs to class C. Starting IP address is 200. So anything between any IP address which is starting in between 192 and 223, something like 200 dot, or say 198 dot or 192 dot, that belongs to class C. So the major classes are class A, class B, class C. There is something known as default subnet mask. Default subnet mask will provide the information as to where the IP address is located. The location of the IP address is given or informed to the intermittent routing devices by the default subnet mask. In class A, the default subnet mask is 255.0.0.0. In class B, 255, the first two octets. An IP address consists of 4 octets, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And in class A, the first octet is reserved for the network. That is what the default subnet mask 255.0.0.0. In class B, the default subnet mask is 255.0.0. That means the first two octets are being used for the network portion. In class C, 255.0. The first 3 octets are reserved for the network. In class A, it will be 10.0.0.70. The default subnet mask will be 255.0.0.0. Another example is, say for example, 115.80.200.40. Because the first octet starts between 1 and 126, this is said to be in class A. So default mask therefore is 255.0.0.0. This is class A. In class B, the first 2 octets are earmarked for the network portion. That means the administrator should not touch this particular portion. He can change only these 2 for the host portions. In class B, say 128.80.40.1. This doesn't matter at all as long as the class is concerned, because this octet starts between 128 and 191. Therefore, it is in class B. The default subnet mask is 255.255.0.0. Another example is 150.70.100.80. 255.255.0.0. So in class B, 2 octets are reserved for the network. So in this IP address, this is the network portion and these are the host portion. In class C, 192.168.10.10, that means 255.255.255.0. This is what the subnet mask. 3 octets, 1, 2 and 3 octets are network portion. This is network portion. This is network portion. There is only one host portion. In class B, this is network portion. This is first 2 are network portion, and this is the host portion. This is the host portion. In class A, this is the network portion. This is the host portion. This is the host portion. Host portion. In class A, very less number of network you can create and large number of hosts you can create. The opposite is in class C. Large number of network can be created, only less number of hosts you can create. This is 8 bits. Every octet is 8 bits. 8 bits, 8 bits, 8 bits, 8 bits, 8 4s are 32-bit is the IP version 4 address. Please follow the continuation part. Thank you.